Alright, so I'm finally getting around to doing this YZ85 build and or teardown essentially. I did a video a little while back, probably like a month ago, on just walking around the bike and stuff. But I guess I'm about to start tearing it down now. Yeah, and it's actually, if I can get down here, you know, it's pretty dirty. So I'm wondering, there you go. I'm wondering if I should pressure wash it first. Clean it up before I start tearing it down. Because between now and the previous video, I took it out to ride it. Let me try that. Took it out to ride it and got it a little dirty. If you see in the previous video, a buddy of mine actually dropped it, which didn't do anything to it, but yeah, it's a little dirty. Yep. So I probably should pressure wash it first. I had to get a bench or a table, some sort of area to put all the parts that I take off, so that's what I got over there. But yeah, there she is. Anyways, this is gonna be fun. It'll be my first time ever doing it. Never taking any of this stuff apart. Okay, a little bit about why I chose the YZ85. So before I got into dirt bikes, like dirt bikes are fairly new to me. Like very, very new to me. I probably went out riding probably 2 or 3 times now. And before I get into any hobby, I watch a lot of videos and I do a lot of research on just about anything I'm gonna get into. And I have a lot of hobbies. So yeah, I've been riding street bikes, like I said, for quite a few years. And watch a lot of videos on that type of stuff too, to kind of learn more and understand more of how things work. Because the more I understand, the better I understand, the easier operating it and understanding my errors, you know, is for me. And it's a continuous process. But so I chose the YZ85 because I've watched hundreds and hundreds of YouTube videos on dirt bikes and full-size bikes, pit bikes, mini bikes, whatever they want to call them. And I hardly ever see the YZ85. I see a lot of people ride pit bikes and they go out with their friends riding pit bikes and they always choose 4-stroke KLXs, Honda CRFs, and those bikes always seem super slow compared to the YZ85. The bikes just don't seem that fast, and they don't seem like they ride as good and they don't sound as good. So I was like, you know, why not be the outcast, I guess. But maybe somebody can answer that question for me. Why is that when you guys choose pit bikes and mini bikes to go out riding and to just mess around on because you don't want to get on the 250 or the 450, why don't you choose the YZ85? From the reviews that I've read about it, it's an amazing bike, but no one wants to ride it. All the top YouTubers who ride pit bikes and go out with their friends are all on 4-stroke KLXs and Hondas, and those bikes seem slow compared to the YZ85. So maybe somebody can answer that for me. So yeah, and another reason I'm doing a teardown on this bike is because if I tear this bike down part for part, you know, and I'm not going to rebuild with all brand new parts. I'm going to salvage what I can because obviously it costs a lot of money rebuilding something like this. But I'll just have a much better understanding of everything about the bike, you know. All right, so yeah, I'm going to take this bike out and we're going to get it pressure washed. And I see everybody use some simple green, so I'm going to use some simple green and I'm going to spray it all over this bike and I'm going to wash it off. And then I'm going to start tearing it down. Let's do it. so the bike is clean, as clean as I want to get it. So now we can let's take a look at it real quick. It wasn't even that dirty. Most of it's just old parts on it. So let's take a look at it real quick. Not a bad looking bike. It's been raining quite a bit out here lately, so I got mud and water everywhere. Like I said before, I'm not gonna do much to the motor. This is just gonna be a tear down, clean up, a few new parts, and put it back. So I'm back in the garage and I'm about to start the teardown of this bike, start removing pieces, and hopefully I don't lose pieces or forget where something goes. That's probably what's gonna happen. I'm probably gonna finish the whole build and have like 5 extra bolts that I can't figure out where they go. Just from experience working on cars and stuff like that, you know, tear down a motor, rebuild a motor, and you got 6 extra pieces and you're wondering, where did I go wrong? Anyways, hopefully that doesn't happen, but let's get in the teardown of this bike. So I'm back, and it's the next day because my battery died. So I charged it overnight, and I'm only working with one camera right now. So yeah, I got a few parts taken off camera, nothing important, just a couple plastic pieces and such. But so yeah, I just finished taking off a few more parts, and I didn't take the bike all the way down. I only took off a few parts that were kind of easy to take off. I didn't want to take too much off. You know, I like to study these parts as I take them off and take pictures and all that type of stuff, so I don't really forget how they go back on, because that's going to be probably a difficult part, is forgetting how they go back on. So I'm pretty sure, since I'm new to all this, I'm pretty sure that I did a lot of this stuff backwards. I'm pretty sure I did a lot of this stuff backwards in the process of taking it off. I'm pretty sure I probably took a couple bolts off first when I should have took them off last. When I took off the radiator hose, I did not know that you gotta take the little bolt out to drain the radiator fluid first, so radiator fluid kind of flew everywhere on the ground. Doesn't matter, cleaned it up. So yeah, I'm sure I'll probably get some feedback on that. If, you know, some constructive criticism, feedback is good, you know, positive or negative, let me know. You got any tips? I'm new to all of this, so I'm just kind of diving in. Not sure if that's a good thing, but that's how I dive into any of my hobbies. I just kind of just dive in. So I'll just show you quickly what I've taken apart, and yeah, we'll go from there. So yeah, this is her current state. We'll get in a little closer, see if we can focus in on some of this. So yeah, we got all the plastics off, rear wheel, took the chain off. I put this cover back on because I took it off first, thought it needed to come off to remove the chain, realized it did not need to come off to remove the chain, so I put it back until I get to the engine portion of things. Yeah, I kind of left the rear brake on. All that. I took the throttle cable off and the carb off. Took the carburetor off. So yeah, as I'm going through this, if you guys have any ideas of what I should put back on it, let me know. I'm pretty sure the bearings are bad in probably one or both of these wheels. I forgot which one I checked. Oh yeah, and this janky piece right here. I showed that in my last video though, but I'll have to fab something up for that piece, to that key, which it doesn't need because I'm sure it's wired somehow to not need it. So yeah, left most of the handlebar stuff on, the clutch, took the throttle cable off. That's about it. The throttle and the throttle cable, it's about all I took off the handlebars. So yeah, got some parts over here. Should I keep the FMF power core too? What do you guys think? Should I keep the stock carb? What do you guys think? Actually, I can't tell you for sure if any of this stuff is stock because I have no idea what I'm talking about. What about grips? Should I get some new grips? What about grips? Should I get some new grips? Pro tapers. So yeah, just simple parts. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna forget all of them bolts and where they go. Gas tank, gas went everywhere. Not really everywhere, but a few places, so. Yep, plastic. And this dented pipe, so ugly. That's definitely getting recycled. Look how ugly that is. Yeah, it's freaking horrible. So pretty soon I should have some parts coming in, and I'm actually gonna get the frame coated gonna be something else I'm gonna have to figure out is what color I want to coat this. So yeah, I need ideas. Thinking about a black, probably like a gunmetal gray or something like that. I'm not even sure what color plastics I want to put back on the bike, or graphics or whatever, what kind of color scheme I want to do. But yeah, and here's another one of my 85s. And here's my 2015 KX250F. That's another one of my videos. And behind that is my 2012 Gixxer 750. Now that's a bike. That is a bike. But it's being blocked by the KX. And then I got the little Honda XR50. Alright, so yeah, that's gonna wrap up this video. So in the next video, I'm gonna get to taking off quite a few more parts and really breaking the bike down. I just kind of, like I said, I want to study more about how or where these bolts go and how the bike operates and how it comes apart and goes together before I just go in there and willy-nilly start taking stuff apart, like I've kind of done, and probably, you know, like I've kind of confused myself during the process already. But oh well, you know, you live and you learn. Like I always say, you live and you learn. Sometimes you just got to do things yourself. You know, no one there to teach you. Just jump in there and do it. So that's what I am doing once again. Be on the lookout for part 2 of this build, and yeah, I'll catch you guys later.